Valley Club, big controversy in Marvel Strike Force earlier this week, but the devs have already reacted to the Blue Marvel event. We have the Omega Raids coming tomorrow. We got the Immortal Weapon First Member and Lady Bullseye coming tomorrow. Are they worth it? We're gonna show you some gameplay so you and your lines can get ready. We're talking about all these topics and more in this edition of your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update. And if you're ready for all of it, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel and this week's edition of your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update. Do this every week, keeping you up to date on everything that has happened and is upcoming in Marvel Strike Force. And if you get some value from the video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. And normally doing this with a guest. I love doing this with a guest, discussing Marvel Strike Force with one of my buddies, but unfortunately just been really busy, and hopefully we can return and like ease up the free up some time in the schedule so we can return to having a guest on. But lots going on in Marvel Strike Force, a lot less than I had thought. But before we get all to the news of Marvel Strike Force, I do want to go over a big correction from yesterday's tier list video. I did find a few errors while I was doing that. Totally forgot about the Secret Warriors and their rework, so I did change that up before the video ended. But one character that I forgot about that, luckily you guys reminded me, is not a trash character, and that is Beast. Beast does not belong to the trash character because he is a part of the Uncanny Avengers. You need them for the Spotlight 2 raids, you need them for the Annihilation raids, and you're gonna need Beast. He has that tag. So he's not a trash character. He goes into the raids only, and I think he's raids only. I know some people use him in Cosmic Crucible instead of Rachel Summers. I think Rachel Summers is the better Cosmic Crucible option for the, what is the X-Men? The Immortal X-Men. So yeah, Beast B tier, not trash tier. Thank you for everybody that let me know. So if you watch that video, just make sure Beast, everything is correct in there, but Beast, not trash, B tier character. But let's move forward with the promo codes of the week. Now, this one is expiring 2 hours of me recording this. This is gonna expire today, Thursday, November 6th. 2 p.m. Central Time. So hopefully I can get that video up before this code expires. But I did mention this a few videos previously, so hopefully you watch those videos. If you did not, hopefully you're watching this video right as soon as it goes up and you still have time to claim this. But 789, it was from the Halloween stream. It's gonna give you some training mats and some supply credits. The other code that we have an expiration date for, Challenge Slayers, and this is expiring tomorrow, November 7th, 2 p.m. Central Time, so make sure you claim those. But we also have 2 more codes. I don't know their expiration dates, but we did claim them earlier this week. And I do think that they're for newer players. I don't think it was meant for all players, but it did work on my account, and I'm not a new player, so you could try these as well. The first code, Spider-Man, all spelled out, all one word, no space in between, so all one word, Spider-Man. And the other one is Ghost Rider. For these, I think you get some character shards and some gold. I can't remember what got earlier this week, but make sure you claim those if you not have those codes yet. Also, if you try the Spider-Man Ghost Rider codes and they're expired already, they're not working, let me know down in the comments. And sometimes I do see comments that codes aren't working. I always enter them on the website. Every time I've tried to enter them in game, hasn't worked for me. So maybe if the codes aren't working for you, try them on the website. Hopefully that does work. Jumping back into the game, there is server maintenance coming later today, 10:30 p.m. Pacific time. So for a lot of this, for a lot of us, it will be overnight. But if you do play overnight, if you have a war going on, make sure that you plan accordingly for this. But a big controversy from this week is about this Blue Marvel event. Luckily, it did get changed back to what it originally said. And what it originally said is all the way down here about the Red Stars. It's talking about this Race to Blue Marvel event, which is very similar to what they did for Professor X, what they did for Odin, and I believe for Mephisto as well. I do think that those, I thought it was 30 days. I think it ended up being 60 days for each of those. Now for this one, it said to earn the Red Stars for Blue Marvel, this is gonna have the event. Now, what it said initially, while this event will last through the end of the year, so starting towards the beginning of November, lasting until the end of December. Earlier this week, though, it did get changed, which is where a lot of people were upset, angry. It said lasting until the end of November. So instead of the event being about 60 days or so, the event as it stood earlier this week was only 30 days, which meant that if you go in game and we're trying to collect your ISO 8, 4, and 5, the purple ones, so you can get more nodes of blue marble. Trying to get this stuff, you did not have as much time to get these. So now you have 60 days for this. Let me know if the first change affected you and affected what you would have done with blue marble. And let me know if now that it is back to its original announcement that it's gonna end at the end of the year, does this change anything that you plan to change at the beginning of this week when it was announced that it'd be towards November? So the good thing is if you're shooting for more of these red stars and you're planning for that original 60-day timeline for this event, well, now you have that back and you can potentially get more red stars for blue marble, which I think is a good thing. Extending these events, I think is good for players because it gives players more of an opportunity to get these red stars. Of course, we don't know when they're gonna come back. After this event ends, who knows when we're gonna get red stars? How long is it gonna take to get these red stars for blue marble? Don't think he's as effective without these red stars for him. And I don't know when diamonds are coming for blue marble as well, but it does take a lot of ISO 8 to get blue marble unlocked. I was grinding on events and I got one full character up to ISO 8.5, one character almost there, but for each of these sections, you need 5. You need 15 total characters to get blue marble unlocked. And you're getting some of that through events. You're getting some of that through milestones that happened, but without spending, it's not nearly enough to get blue marble unlocked in this time frame. So let me know what you're gonna do with blue marble. Does this 60 days push you to spend more, potentially get blue marble, or does this not change anything? Or did that original decision to switch it to go from about 30 days or from about 60 days to 30 days, did that turn you off and say, you know what, screw it, I'm out of blue marble? Let me know what you're doing, Valley Club. Let me know if this controversy affected you one way or the other, or if it didn't affect you at all. As far as the actual performance of blue marble himself, I don't have him unlocked. It's gonna be a long time before I get him unlocked, but the devs did say he's an epic character. He's not gonna be on that level of mythic characters. When everyone read his kit, though, like, oh my goodness, this is insane. But as far as someone that's actually unlocked this character, well, on Reddit, let me move this down so we can see the user's name. Either door 4568 says blue marble looks to be one of the worst dark dimension characters in a while. The kid doesn't read very good, doesn't seem to hold on defense either, and it's not that great either. So what some of the responses here is only callouts are to defense in general. He won't be better in war or crucible than he is in arena. He's much worse than other characters who were unlocked the same way, namely Odin, Apocalypse. My defense with 7-star of blue marble doesn't hold in arena. The follow-up question, how many red stars do you have on him? And this user says, and he says 7 reds, 7 yellows, T3 level 5 striker, which is the most you could get blue marble to right now. But yeah, doesn't seem like he's doing the job. Not as far as arena, not really shaking up the arena meta. Follow-up from Full Metal says $600 to buy 15 characters worth of purple ISO 8 via offers in the game right now. It's like the cheapest of any of this type of character. So yes, is this cheaper than it would it take to unlock Professor X or Mephisto or Odin? Not I'm saying $600 is actually cheap or good value. Just compared to previous releases, there's a lot less. Professor X cost less to get, as there are several leaderboards that came out before him. I think I waited a few days on the reward payout. So a little bit of a controversy as far as his actual performance. He was not made available on the test server. I'm not sure if that was just they were not able to get it in time. A lot of times they want to get stuff for us on a test server and it's just not available in time, or I don't think it was, but let me know if you think it was like a planned decision because they knew he wasn't going to be good and the community would be disappointed in this character. But yeah, I'm still going for the chase. I think it's a fun character to chase for, but as far as spending extra money, I think I might hold off on this. But let me know what you're going to think. Let me know what you think you're going to do now that some of the performance of Blue Marvel is out there. And one of the reasons that the Blue Marvel leaderboard was such a controversy is because the big thing that awarded was the red stars for this characters, and they haven't really had a good consistent cadence for the release of their red stars or their diamonds. Odin is a prime example. He had a leaderboard event about 5 months ago. This is what I could find for the date on it. It was about 5 months ago. This was a response to that event. May 30th, Pathfinder is talking about something with a leaderboard update and some power cord spending and negative zone. So it was about 5 months ago, and still we go in the game. Can't get these diamonds for Odin. There's nowhere to get anything. No diamonds. I don't know if the red stars are available for him. They may be available for the red stars, but no diamonds as well. So it takes a while to get these. I don't think Shadow King is available either at this time. And it was specifically mentioned either in the Q&A or the recent strike spot with Pathfinder and RJ. Does want to make these a more consistent basis, but I don't think that that is coming until 2026. There's a lot of like background things that they need to fix, and this is one of them there. One of the good things that they did, though, is giving us more purple ISO 8 from the war rewards. I can't go into the war right now because we're in the matchmaking phase, but we're in the matchmaking phase here. Luckily, did get some screenshots from Brother Gamer Gangrel on stream, though. This is what you get for this. So top rewards, top alliances, 600,000 of this ISO 8, both of them, the level 4 and level 5 purple ISO 8. And if we look at what that is going to equal to, each of these characters has 5 slots that they need to ISO 8 for, 513,000 for each of these slots, which if we break out our calculator, 513,000 level 5 ISO 8 for each of these nodes, times 5 of those nodes, you need 2.5, a little over 2.5 million per character to get them from level 4 ISO 8 to level 5 ISO 8. And if we look at the various amounts that we have for this, well, to top reward, you're gonna need about 5 of these season rewards to get there. Little less than 5, but about 5. And it goes down slightly after that. Most alliances are not gonna be in the top 10. You got 10 alliances, 240 people in the top 10. We have more as an expense at the top 100, the top 300. You're still getting decent amounts of purple ISO 8.4 and purple ISO 8.5. Keeps going until I believe it is the top 5,000. After the top 5,000 alliances, after the top 10,000. It keeps going to the top 10,000. If you are in the top 10,000, you're getting at least 200,000 per war season of both level 4 and level 5 ISO 8 crystals. After that, it does look like you're getting just some gold and just some training mats, none of the purple stuff there. So if you were in this section, you weren't getting any of these crystals, this stuff to open and get more crystals for the purple ISO 8. If you were getting this stuff, you're getting some the ions as well. If you're not, then it's just these gold and these T4s every single season. And in more war updates, we got the season rules updated at least for this week. So 2 wars seem like they're affected. The war rules reverted back to the previous war season rules. Not sure why this happened. My guess is that the old rules came up and they just kept it like this to make sure that everybody has the same war experience. They said they're going to be leaving it up for the rest of the week to ensure all wars happen on the same set of rules for the week. We update the rules for Halloween war season on Friday after all wars of the week have been ended. So I guess we're going to have it updated on Friday sometime tomorrow. So look in the war, see if it has the current season rules or the previous season rules, which I guess are live right now for war. All right, chapter 3 of the Age of Annihilation is live in Marvel Strike Force. It means that Thunderstrike is in the game and that his shards are available through the command center. Already got 50 of them. There's gonna be 200 total in this month of November, which means that you can get the unlock. I think that equates to 4-star unlock. 3 stars is 3 stars is 100 shards and then 80 more. So that's a 4-star unlock for this character, and he looks to be a good combo with Blastar, primarily for Cosmic Crucible. They look to be a strong duo in Cosmic Crucible, but I'm not sure what their value is outside of Cosmic Crucible. Seems like it's a little low. I think they're going to be kind of like Blue Marvel, not really fitting into the arena meta. I don't think they're going to be that strong. There will be in the Cosmic Crucible meta, but I don't know if they're going to be extended to war as well. And with the real specific tags in the raids, they obviously aren't going to be used in the raids. So it's good that he is a free character, that we're just getting through engagement, because I'm not sure how much he would be selling if it was just for those Crucible bonuses. I guess we will see him in testing later on, and hopefully his tests look pretty good. If we look at his objectives, daily objectives, just finding these hints, I think it just claims it. I'm not sure where I'm going for this stuff. If you do know specifically how to get some of these, let me know down in the comments, but I've just been claiming these. I'm not sure how. Weekly objectives, pretty easy, battle on the raids, and these premium objectives, you claim these, it will get you T5, T3, level 5 ions. But the big thing about this is if you're doing these premium objectives, and it's pretty easy to see which ones are the normal ones and the premium ones. Well, the premium ones don't get you any more Thunder Strike shards. It will get you some of these ions, these level 1 ions, which aren't that valuable. You keep going and getting more objectives, you can get some of these level 4 ions, and all the way down, you have, I believe these are level 5. No, they're also level 4. So only in these objectives, Bullseye at 5 yellow stars, Swordmaster at 5 yellow stars, Steel Serpent 5 yellow stars. You do manage to get this within the month. You're getting more of those rewards, more of this purple ISO 8, but no extra Thunder Strike shards. So do be aware if you're going to spend on this Immortal Weapons team. And the Annihilation Raid Omega version is coming tomorrow, which means that later game alliances are going to be getting more rewards. Hopefully a lot more purple ISO 8, 4, and 5. There's some new lanes. We are going to go onto the test server to test out these new lanes and these Immortal Weapon team, but this is the lanes here. So very similar to what we have. We're gonna have 6 lanes instead of 8, and there is gonna be like a convergence right here. So as you're gonna have 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. The bosses, you're only gonna need to beat 2 of them instead of 3, and then it goes all the way. So pretty simple. The maps, if you wanna plan out for you and your line, should be up later today on there. And the great thing about this is that there's no Gear Tier 20 requirements. Even though this blog never said there was Gear Tier 20 requirements, just because a normal Annihilation raids required those Gear Tier 20 for certain nodes, I thought it would be required, just not said. It is not required though, so that is a great thing. Now, difficulty 8 and 9, which we're probably gonna start, you need either Immortal Weapons or Night Stalkers. No one is gonna be able to do difficulty 10 because it does require their Immortal Weapons. But if you look at the requirements for this, it's just pretty much a team requirement at the higher difficulties. Just pretty much as team requirements, and ISO 8 purple level 3. So you don't need 4 or 5. You don't need Gear Tier 20. You just need these teams and then the purple ISO 8 on them. You could use them in this. So we're going to be starting on difficulty 9. I think most people are starting on difficulty 9 because there's no Immortal Weapons, and you're not going to 100% that. So I don't think anybody should start at difficulty 10 because you're just not getting 100% on the raids there. And some quick updates to the Annihilation 2 raid. So this is a non-Omega version. This is the one that you could switch your difficulty even different than what your alliance is doing. So pretty much the only thing that has changed is just the traits here. So Vigilantes first instead of the Night Stalkers, then in Uncanny Avengers, then Thunderbolts, then Hellfire, then Insidious 6 and Shocker Vulture. We got Immortal Weapons, and then the optional nodes are now going to be Hellfire Club, Insidious 6, Shocker Vulture. No Immortal Weapons for this optional nodes, which means that if you're running these normal versions, you have a little bit more time to acquire these Immortal Weapons. And then, yeah, no restrictions for the boss. So those are the changes. Let's go on to the test server so you can see this in action. All right, but here we are on the test server. This is how all of these characters are built. All of them level 105. They have 7 red stars, but no diamonds on any of the characters. And they have them at ISO 8 purple level 3. Lady Bullseye, all maxed out with her T4s, but we have her as a raider, mainly because she has extra benefits with her crit damage. So we want a lot of crits from Lady Bullseye. Swordmaster, we have him on a Fortifier. He gives a lot of support, and he's supposed to be a resilient character. He spawns with Safeguard on spawn for himself and Immortal Weapons as well. Next, we have Iron Fist. We have him a Striker for his damage there. He also has some heals, but mainly Striker for his damage. Steel Serpent, we also have him as a Fortifier, and he focuses on debuffs, support. It's a good candidate for Fortifier to help him survive and sustain a little longer on the battle. And Iron Fist, World War II, same thing as the normal Iron Fist. We have him as a Striker. So we'll test out these ISO 8 classes. I don't think for the raids it's going to matter too much, but let's go into the new raids so you can see them. And the good thing about this is, like I said, with these lanes here, we look at the requirements. 5 characters, ISO 8 level 3 is requirements. And if we look at what the difficulty is, yeah, let's go difficulty 10. Let's launch this thing here and let's put in our Vigilantes. Let's just go sim this. I guess I guess we don't have any save squads on the test server. All right, next team is the Uncanny Avengers. Let's go in with these guys. I guess we don't need save squads because they're the only characters available. Let's sim this. All right, we probably can sim the next Immortal weapons, but we're gonna go gameplay that, and you probably could sim it right on day one. Usually these raid teams are designed very well for the raids. They're very, very strong. Outside of the raids though is where I think the Immortal weapons are gonna struggle. They're probably very similar to the Thunderbolts team. They're gonna be okay on war defense, but not the best. Yeah, Lady Bullseye has that Thunderbolt trait. Let's not use her on the Thunderbolts. I don't want her to accidentally die. I guess it's not that bad because we have a lot of power cores on the test server here. All right, next is the Insidious 6 Chakra. Let's go in with those guys. All right, should have the full sim. And then now another one. We have difficulty 10, Insidious 6 Shocker Vulture. Let's go, the second most recent team. All right, and now it is finally our opportunity. I think the Immortal weapons. Let's go. Let's not sim this. I think we could sim it if we want. Very, very easy sim. But just to test out this team, let's just have them as their default placement here. I think we should run through this, even if we don't have the right ISO 8, even if we're not placed right. I don't think we needed to play this out. I think we just auto this, but let's try it out. All right, here they load into battle. We have a Nightcrawler in the node, we have a North Star, we have a Rogue, and not doing a lot of damage. All right, we have a big pull from the Invisible Woman from the MCU, and yeah, they are not damaging us yet. It looks like we're gonna need to survive and go second here. They are way faster than us. All right, what do all these moves do? Yeah, let's just go offense up. Let's go here. Let's go with a big ultimate. Let's see if that is the best way to do this. All right, we got a taunt off of Rogue. That is good. She has an ability block as well. The North Star ult does hardly anything. I think the big thing about that ult is removing the revive once, but I don't think we had any revive onces on us, so didn't do much. All right, Sword Master here. Barrier on all enemies. Stun to the primary target. Who do we want stunned? I think, who can we stun? Maybe Invisible Woman. Let's stun her. I didn't read enough if it goes through all those immunities and everything like that. All right, he is stunned. We have Nightcrawler coming back again. And who do we kill here? This is clearing positive effects from the primary target. I want a big AoE attack. Healing self. We don't need to heal too much. Who should we go after? Let's go after here, Emma Frost. Oh, did very little damage. That is so disappointing. Man, I hope that is a lot better once we get diamonds on the character. All right, we're gonna clear off everything, and Steel Serpent just going crazy. Now we got Iron Fist World War II. We got 3 characters that look almost like Iron Fists on this team. All right, let's just use the special. We're kind of autoing it here, guys. On North Star, we're just kind of selecting the targets and autoing, kind of what we're doing. Show you the gameplay. Should we use let's use the special. Let's use it right here on Forge so he doesn't potentially bring some of those X-Men back to life. And Forge should die. Ooh, who should we kill? It should be a kill. Let's go after Fred. Yeah, let's go after Fred. Boom. Does not even get him into the red. Man, those diamonds must make a huge difference. Oh, let's go back to Forge to make sure that he doesn't take a turn. There we go. There he goes, dead. And let's do this ultimate on Patriot. Ooh, takes out Fred. Patriot's still alive. Yeah, this is going to be very, very easy once you get the team. The nodes are pretty much beaten. Looks like these raids are just kind of a check if you have the most recent team. Not even a gear check anymore. Just, do you have the most recent team? Have you got the most recent team? Did you either spend on them or use a lot of cores to unlock them? If you have, you're going to get through these raids. If not really getting through them because of the requirements. Yeah, they are not even damaging us. We have no diamonds on our team. We do have 7 gold and 7 red stars, but we've got no diamonds on our team. All right, let's go. Big. Use your guns, Iron Fist World War II. All right, he got an ability to block. Yeah, let's just go big one here. Yes, Lady Bullseye kills off that. I think it was a Quicksilver. Red Goblin is done. Let's go with the basic there. I don't think we have to save cooldowns just because we're gonna get so much ability energy on these nodes. All right, so pretty easy. You could probably just save a lot of time in simming this. No rewards on the test server. I hope that there are real rewards on the main server here. What is the requirements for this team? I can't see it. Yeah, let's go spend the energy. We got a bunch of cores here. Let's go spend it. And it's also the immortal weapons. Let's go do this second node here. Again, we could probably sim it and beat it easily. We could probably just hit auto and beat it easily, but let's go and play this just for some fun. You can see what these enemies and these nodes are like. Next one is, all right, they got a Sasquatch there. Starting off with a taunt, starting off with a Mark II Iron Heart, Darkhawk, one of the previous raid teams, part of the Pegasus team. Iron Man from Infinity War, also part of that. I think he was, yeah, he was the damage dealer for Pegasus, him along with Kestrel. All right, and we have a Spider-Man on the team from the Insidious 6. All right, let's go with a big, let's remove the taunt. Lady Bullseye, get it off of Sasquatch. There he goes. Taunt is off, and he's almost dead. Ooh, this is tricky. We got a Gladiator. All right, let's go big Swords Master. Probably should have done this special. Oh, we just took out Gladiator. All right, let's go here. Should I have went after a different character? Should I have switched targets? I don't know. Let's work on Gore. I was just about to say he could remove charges, but we have no charges, so that does not matter at all. All right, let's get our big guns. Stunning the Sasquatch. Who is the big threat? I don't even see any big threats that we have to worry about here. We're so dominant. We have so many buffs. Safeguard. We have immunities out there. That Swordmaster passive is strong. All right, let's go on Lalandra. No, that's Darkhawk. That's not Lalandra. Lalandra's on the end. All right. Not taking out. There she goes, or he goes. And there's a Shadow King. Shadow King could pose some problems, but not with Swordsmaster taking out a few of the characters. Not even putting it in the red, though. Let's see what we do. Can we get Shadow King into the red? Got him in the yellow, not into the red. Do we get him with the extra hit? With extra hit gets him into the red. Let's kill him. Make sure he's down. Don't want to have to deal with a Shadow King ultimate. There he goes. Let's get our guns a-blazing. AoE. Yes, love it. And Ancient One and Sasquatch are out there. Not Symbiote. Superior Spider-Man. And another Lalandra. So a lot of the recent characters on these raids, guys. All right. And let's go. Let's go Swordsmaster. Boom. Hitting everybody. I think I like the special better than the ultimate. I guess there's certain use cases for the ultimate. Let's go. Let's go. Big hit here. You'll get him into yellow. Oh, we got him to the red. Oh, wait. That's not a real Gladiator. That's a summoned Gladiator from Lalandra. I almost got too excited there. I'm like, ooh, that was some big damage on Gladiator. All right, let's go special. Doing some adjacent target damage on this section here. Gladiator down, not yet. All right, Lady Bullseye is... Keep working on Gladiator. No, not Gladiator, Guardian. Got his name mixed up. All right, let's go AoE. I like this special. Boom, everyone there. All right, this may be the only time you see the gameplay of the raid, because I'm assuming once you get this unlocked, you're just going to sim this. So hopefully this is a treat for you. See the actual enemy, see actual gameplay of this. Once I get this team unlocked, I'm probably not going to be playing this raid. It's a little too easy. There was some challenge from some of the previous raids. Not so much anymore. These are some pretty easy raids. Last, there she goes. And for the boss node, we could do the boss node. It's probably going to be a little bit more of the same, though. Probably a very easy auto, very easy sim. And for the boss node, because you could use whatever teams, we're not going to use the gameplay for that. All right, but back onto the live server, one thing that I noticed this morning when I was looking at my cords, it says 10K power cords, and there's no way to see exactly how many power cords that I have. I was trying to click on this. It doesn't do anything, goes to this screen here. We have a workaround, though. I bet it works in other energy systems as well, but this was what I was told on screen. When you go to try to buy more energy, here are my cords. Now you can see them again. So if you saw what I saw this morning and are missing your cords, don't click on this. It's going to go to the actual same screen. Click on the actual energy you're going to buy. You could spend the energy right now, or you can see how many cords you have. So that is a workaround for that. If you are missing how many cords you actually have. If you were a spender, there's actually a great deal in the game right now. 20 bucks, 100 charge for each of the Brimstone members. And for me, the way I value the offers in the game is how much time is it gonna save me? Now for this, collecting all these shards, using all that sigils in the store, for me, I think it's gonna be about a week or so, especially since Hellcat, I don't think is in a store yet. I think she does go there later this week, but she's not in the store yet. So for me, this will save a bunch of time, at least 2 weeks and the cost $20. So for me, this is worth it. It may or may not be worth it for you, but I did want to make this make you aware of this in case you are a spender, because this is a pretty good deal. Other thing though, if you do buy this offer, this will help for the Raid Warzone Alliance event. If we look at the scoring inputs for this Alliance event, some of it is battling in war with Brimstone at certain star levels. This hopefully will help you get to another star level and score more points for your Alliance, and potentially getting some of these premium milestones down here. Some Crimson Gear is always good. Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man Diamond Orb Fragments, those are okay. Armory 20 Orb Fragments, those are good though. So hopefully you could do this stuff. Also, there's a little bit of a issue potentially with the gold orbs. I've not experienced myself, but on chat this morning, they're saying that opening gold orbs, it's not refreshing the gold that you see up here. You have to go to another screen. I think it's just a visual bug actually. So maybe let's go open one gold orb here and see what happens here. 156.68. And we got some more gold. It did not refresh up there. Let's see if it refreshes here. Yeah, so it's just a visual bug. You have to go to another screen to update it. Hopefully that'll be fixed soon, but if you're not seeing your gold right away, just go out and you'll see the actual amount there. So that is what's happening with the gold orbs. A couple other things that are going on right now. This Zombie Kestrel event. To compete in this challenge, you do need to have Zombie Kestrel at 3 stars. This will get you 1 red star for her, which means that once you get her shards, you could eventually get that red star. Probably next Halloween or so is when you could get her 7 gold stars if you're free to play. And if you get even more of this, it's gonna be a little better at that point. But hopefully I could get that 4-star or that 3-star unlock with this. I'm refreshing all these nodes. Let me know what you are doing with this. Are you doing your 50 core refreshes? Are you going to 100 core refreshes? I prefer it. I would freely do all these energy refreshes if we had more than these nodes. Just for me to do these refreshes and then also refresh these nodes just doesn't have the best feeling. But let me know what you're doing with this. Also, one thing I wanted you to be aware of as well, we still have this event going on. It's really for nothing. These orbs, these zombie orb fragments, these vampire orb fragments, not in the game anymore. All they did was award points. All those orbs did was award points for the milestone that ended last week. So spend this energy, but all you're doing is getting these a little tiny bit of gold. So if you spend all your energy, 100 energy, you're getting 60,000 gold per day. It is not a lot, but every little bit adds up. And now I think you're caught up with everything that has happened this week in Marvel Strike Force. Next week, we don't have a lot of advance notice of everything coming up, but I do assume that either next week or the week after, we should be getting another Battle World. The Brimstone is a team that the devs want to sell, in addition to the Immortal Warriors as well. But the Brimstone, they still want to sell those. I'm assuming they want to bring Battle Worlds back as soon as frequently as possible, so that we could get, or so players could buy more Brimstone offers. But let me know what else you think is coming up next week, and let me know how you think these Omega raids are gonna be, the Omega Annihilation raids. If you got some value from the video today, hit that like button, check me out on social media, check out some of the other videos on the channel. And if you want to see the video that I was talking about in the beginning of this video, all characters rank, I'm pretty satisfied with all the ranking except for one, Beast. These should be B tier raids only, not a trash tier character. But if you want to see where all those other characters rank, check out the video out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, guys. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Have a good one.